Thank you very much. Well, my name is Saraya Anderson. I'm a member of Viral Angels, and I'm from Surrey in the United Kingdom. If you're a guest, welcome. If it's your first time on a webinar, and for our regular members, welcome also. Thank you very much for being here this evening. Now, Viral Angels is a private equity club. As it says there, it's an extraordinary finance opportunity for the small-scale investor. Now, I stress this because I came across somebody recently who also actually promotes these type of investments, but the minimum investment required is approximately £25,000. So for most people, that is not. Most people aren't able to achieve that. So for a small-scale investor, investing in approximately about €89. In the UK, that's about £75. So most people can actually afford that on a monthly basis. So it means it's open to everybody, and it's a very flexible savings plan. But it's a long-term savings plan, and as it's very flexible. What I'm going to do this evening is just going to tell you a bit about Viral Angels and the background, and hopefully it'll be for you. So Viral Angels is actually a Swedish company. They're based in Stockholm, and Viral Angels is a credit union. Now this is very important because being a credit union, it has to abide by very, very severe financial regulations, and we are licensed as well. So that makes it very secure. It's founded in June 2012, so it has been operating for just over 2 years now, and I personally have been in since the very beginning. Business operations in more than 25 countries, and we have members in 70 plus countries. Now this is actually quite extraordinary. In the short time really we've been operating to be in so many countries. We currently have over 20,000 registered people with Viral Angels. At least 5,000 of those are regular paying members. And so in the financial world, actually that is very, very unique in itself. We have a lot of activity in Africa and of course Europe. The only countries we can't trade in are China, North Korea and America. Now at some point you will be able to trade in America. Their financial regulations are very different to everybody else, but this will be resolved in due course. But for the present time, we currently can't trade in America, but we do have the rest of the world. There's plenty of other people in other countries that are able to take advantage of this fantastic savings plan. So what actually is Viral Angels? Well, it is a private members equity club, and you do have to be invited. So if you are a guest here this evening, please ask the person that invited you and they will give you their referral link. It is a unique opportunity to be a shareholder in a number of selected companies. Now this is quite important because you're not investing in just one company, it's a spread of companies. So at the moment we currently have 14 companies that we're shareholders of every single one of them, and that is absolutely amazing. So we don't cherry pick the companies, we don't have a say in which companies we have shares in. On a weekly basis we're allocated shares in a select amount of companies, and it is a serious and exciting way to enhance your savings. And it is, as it says there again, it is an extraordinary finance opportunity for the small scale investor. So it really is open to everybody, which you wouldn't normally be able to do. A lot of times you wouldn't even know about these type of investment opportunities, let alone have the money. So thankfully we have Viral Angels, and we can all invest. So what does Viral Angels actually do? Well, it evaluates and selects companies with potential. If you're familiar with the program Dragon's Den, very similar type of scenario. What happens is we've had over 250 companies actually pitch their business to our CEO, Tony Norman, and he cherry picks the companies that he thinks has potential and that will do well. So I said at the moment we have 14 of those companies, and what they do then, they'll take a strong shareholding position because the team don't actually get paid in money, they actually get paid in shares, which are distributed to us, being the shareholders, members. It creates an action plan and it sees it through to completion. So these companies have to meet a criteria. So it increases the number of shareholders. Now this is also very, very important, because what happens with companies wanting to list on the stock exchange, they are required, for example, the A-listed stock exchange like Frankfurt, to have at least 2,000 shareholders before they'll even be considered for the listing process. So we have, as I said before, we have over 5,000 member now, paying members. So this solves the problem instantly. So they don't have to worry about getting shareholders. And that's usually one of the main reasons that holds companies back, so they're unable to get the shareholders. So this is a fantastic solution for them. So it increases the number of shareholders, it assists with mergers and acquisitions, and of course it raises capital, assists with marketing, and prepares for the initial public offering. And this is when obviously this goes to the actual open market list on the stock exchange. And Viral Angel stock holdings are distributed as follows. So 20% is retained by Viral Angels, and the remaining 80% is allocated to us, the members. So we are therefore shareholders in several companies. So the history of Viral Angels, well, we have our team, Tony Norman and his team, have great experience in taking companies to the listing process. They've taken over 200 companies to the following exchanges below there. Some of them are very familiar. Some are an A-listed stock exchange and some are B-listed. So, for example, AIM is a B-listed stock exchange. Frankfurt would be an A-listed stock exchange. So these are people that know what they're doing, very experienced in their field. So we don't need any knowledge of stocks and shares, which is fantastic for people like myself who have zero knowledge of stocks and shares. So the experts take that in hand. We just invest our money, and when they list on the stock exchange, we can then sell them on the open market. So the results in Viral Angels since the beginning, it says there plus 300%. This is actually the amount of shares we've acquired in that time. So my portfolio has grown since it started June 2012 about 600%, so more than double than it states on that particular slide. So that is quite incredible. In fact, when you first join Viral Angels, you will find in your first month you already have a portfolio of shares, which is just fantastic to see. Now this is very exciting. One of our companies, Trig.com, which is a social media company, is actually going to go into the Frankfurt Stock Exchange anytime soon. We are hoping it will be July. We can't have a date. It is a legal matter. They won't give us the date until literally the day before. But we have there, you can see it's merged with Zebra Plays. Now, Zebra Plays was also a company on the Viral Angels platform. And what Tony Norman does, he often actually merges companies together if they think it's going to be stronger and a better company. So he's done this with Trig.com and Zebra Plays, which is a cashback facility, merge them together to make them a stronger company, which of course in turn is going to be better for everybody concerned, obviously us as shareholders. But this is very exciting because Frankfurt is an A-listed stock exchange and it's being listed with the same bank as Facebook. And fortunately, I've been invited over to Frankfurt when this listing takes place. So very exciting time. So this is our first to actually go to a major stock exchange. And these companies take about 18 months to 2 years to get to this process. It's not a very quick process. It does take time, but it is really worth waiting for. And if you are a member, you probably find that most of you have shares in Trig at the moment. I very much doubt if you're going to be allocated more Trig shares, but there is an opportunity to buy extra Trig shares in our back office from other members. So members can buy from members, which is a great way to enhance your portfolio. But you don't have to do this, but some people choose to do this, and that's absolutely fine. Now we do have a back office. And the back office gives you a huge amount of information. Now you can see the black ring there. Now this is a couple of invite links. So this is the link you'd give to the person who also loves the idea of this particular opportunity. And you just choose one of those referral links. They're both exactly the same, but you pass that on a very simple process for someone to actually come on board. There's no contracts, there's no joining fee. Just click on the link. They can actually join for free. Obviously, there's no benefit for doing that, but you can take a look around the site. So if someone's a bit undecided, let them look around the site and just see what we've got there. Obviously, you have limited access, but we as members, we can access our holdings, we can trade on there as well. And if you have a team of people, you can contact your team via your back office as well. So there's a lot of information on there. You can upload cash if you wanted to actually buy extra shares. So there's a wealth of information on there. If you do actually just get started, it's really worthwhile spending at least half an hour just familiarising yourself with the back office and just see what the information's on there. Also, there's company information. So you can research the companies in our back office, and of course you can Google them as well. They're very transparent, as they have to be. So as I said, there's a wealth of information on there, so please take time to go through the back office. So what are the membership benefits? Well, as I said, there is information about the non-listed companies, and occasionally we will have webinars with the CEOs of these companies. We had one just recently with the CEO of Fantrack, which is extremely interesting. And it's quite nice to have this extra information. So we do get these occasionally, and of course you can look at this in the back office as well. We also get a weekly share allocation. So every single Wednesday, midnight Swedish time, we get a share allocation. Now sometimes we get extra shares, we get surprise allocations, but we will always get a share allocation every week. So as I said before, someone comes in for their first month of being with Viral Angels, they will see a portfolio of shares. And there's a chance to actually trade on our platform, our Viral Angels trading platform, where you members buy from members. So this is a way to actually enhance your portfolio. If you want to, if it's a company particular like, you can actually purchase extra shares as well. So it's a great time to get them before they go to the stock exchange. Of course, when that happens, then you just go to the open market. There is a prepaid card, and this is actually a prepaid Visa card which you can use anywhere in the world. So if you did sell your shares on our platform, or you have a team and you're getting referral commissions, you can actually use it. You can transfer money to this prepaid card and use it anywhere in the world. There is access to education and training, like webinars. There are webinars in several languages, but also there are events. And we do have a very exciting event coming up in the next couple of weeks, in fact 2 weeks today, at the Aurora Hotel at Heathrow. So if you're in the UK, please make sure you come along. It's £5 if you're a member and free for guests. There's parking included and refreshments. Now we're going to have 3 of the CEOs of the companies listed at this event. Now this is very unique. Any regular savings plan, you would not meet the CEO. So this is a unique opportunity to meet the CEOs of the companies that basically we have an investment with. So please don't miss this. 2 of them are British companies. We have Athabasca and Fantrack, and we also have MyCab, Roger, who is coming from Sweden. And also we'll have our Swedish partner, Anders Skillion, coming from Sweden. He always comes to support it as well. So please, please, please come along. Also, if you do book by next Sunday, what I will do, any monies left over after the hire of the room, I will actually buy extra shares and give this out as a raffle on the day. But the criteria is you have to book by next Sunday. And the booking link is actually on the group Facebook page. If you haven't got the link and you're in the UK, please contact me afterwards or contact the person that invited you this evening. But please do not miss these events. These CEOs aren't going to come over every day of the week. This is a fantastic opportunity to meet them in person. So the membership levels, I'm not going to cover the silver, but I'm going to look at €89 upwards, gold and upwards. In the UK, this is about £75. And the reason I'm not going to mention the silver, I'll just do it very briefly, is because you don't get a full share allocation. So with €89 upwards, you get shares to the value of that amount, but actually, in reality, it far exceeds that. So €89 on a monthly basis, and as you're not tied in, you may decide one month you want to pause your savings, but that's absolutely fine. You won't get any savings a month that you don't pay, but you retain the shares you have already been allocated. Or you may find you have a bit of extra money and you can upgrade. So you could upgrade to maybe a Ruby package. So it's a very, very flexible savings plan. Again, very unique. A lot of the time with savings plans, you have to be tied in for a long period of time. But that's not the case with Viral Angels. So there's no contract, no tie-ins, no joining fees. A very, very flexible savings plan. So for the standard small saver, this is absolutely fantastic. So don't miss out on this if you're not already a member. So you can just be a saver, and that's absolutely fantastic, but you may want to build a whole business around it as well. So I'm going to just cover this. It is a referral business, and there will be bonuses, cash bonuses, and actually even shares as well. We have a lot of promotions. So I'm just going to cover very, very briefly how you can actually make some referral commission. So take for example, you can see the heading membership. Under membership, you can see the €89. So you're a member, €89, and you have a friend that likes the idea. They come in and they'd also like the €89 package. You would get a real-time bonus of £10. Now this actually means you'll get an email immediately saying this person has joined Viral Angels and you've received €10, and if you go into your back office you will see it there immediately under your cash account, and you can transfer that out. There is a €4 charge to transferring money, however large the amount. So say for example, what I love about this is that it can actually pay for your own membership, so I quite like free. So if I had 9 people who also want to be a gold member, obviously that would be €90 in referral commission, so my membership is in effect free. Now it doesn't mean to say because I'm on an €89 I can only bring someone into my business on the €89 as well. So they can be on any package up to a black diamond. So if you had a couple of black diamonds, you would get 105 commission each, so you would more than cover your membership and make a profit as well. So it's quite nice to tell your friends and family about this fantastic investment opportunity. Why wouldn't you? Don't let them miss out. But it doesn't matter what membership you're on, the real-time bonuses remain the same. If your friends and family refer others, then you can see level 1, 2, 3 and 4, the commissions change slightly as well. And then below that there is a percentage of the whole turnover. So this is a quite nice way to make some serious money outside of your savings. The savings is absolutely fantastic, and when the companies go to the stock exchange, I think we're all going to be extremely happy on the return of our investment. So that basically is how we actually make money. Very, very, very basic there. And there are webinars in 11 languages. So on most days we actually have webinars. So if you have friends and family in other countries, you probably find there is a language that would suit them better. So please direct them to these webinars. It's the same link as that you've come on this evening, and all the times there are local times. So to sum up, Viral Angels is a private equity club. It's a great way to save for a small scale investor, anything from €89 up to €990, a very flexible savings plan. And there's also a referral side where you can earn commission and bonuses, which in effect can actually pay just for your membership, or you can take it on a larger scale and build a big business out of this. But it is very, very exciting. As I said, there are webinars on a regular basis. We have them every Sunday. Although we probably won't have one on the 27th of July because that's when we have our event in the UK. So if you haven't booked, please book ASAP. It's going to be a fantastic afternoon. Please don't miss it. And there are various events I know around Europe. I was very recently at the Swedish event, which was fantastic. And again, we had a couple of the CEOs there as well. So you can speak to these people in person. So if there is an event, please don't miss out. Now I'm going to open now and ask you if there's any questions you would like to ask me, and I will do my best to answer them. So if you wanted to type in the chat room, I will answer a few questions. Any questions I can help you with? Okay, well then I will close the webinar. Thank you so much for being on this webinar this evening. It's fantastic that we've got people all around the world. Thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Thank you.